this week on the Creators Corner.
Hold on, let me get enough nicotine.
Nobody wants to hear your bullshit about that.
Did I mention that I have a hot sauce?
That you do me like that. You still talk to my ex. I said, you still talk to my ex, and she tries to use the excuse that that's her mother. All right, you want to talk about the rebooting of the podcast?
Yeah, I unlisted all the old videos.
Obviously, people can see that we're on camera now, which is scary for me because I've always hidden my identity and nobody knows who I am or where I'm at.
It's scary for me too because I'm like a pretty big star in the underground gay porn industry.
I knew that. I had some meetings this week with some people who talked about your loyalty to Hydra. Would you like to tell people what you would do for Hydra?
Wait, are we recording?
Yes.
Oh shit, man! Honestly, my loyalty for Hydra, it really just comes down to I'd suck a dick for Hydra, man. Like I do what I gotta do. Like if it means like just going to Pound Town, then what can people expect from the new and improved The Creators Corner?
I have no fucking clue. I'm just here. I don't know.
I've just been fighting the good old fight against my nicotine addictions and
Me too.
Just living my life, doing what I've been doing. A lot has changed. We did private a lot of the videos that was on the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
There may be a way that people will be able to view those again in the future, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to try not to have any outbursts this season. Because, like, the last time we did this, there was, like, 4 episodes of me just yelling at victory.
There's several episodes people don't know that we recorded that we could never air because of your temper.
I just quit mid-podcast. Like, I'm done with this shit. I walked off set virtually.
Yeah, you did. Multiple times. So, we've had a lot of fun. We've learned a lot of things doing this. We've had guests on here that I thought were really interesting. We've tried to lay out the history of clans to people who talk about how they're old school and, they're really not. They don't even know the correct history of the clans.
We've learned a lot about each other. I feel like, when we started this, we weren't really nowhere near as close as we are now, I feel like.
You call me 20 times a day. 18 of those times I never say anything. It's 7 minutes of you going on with some bullshit and saying, all right then, Bubba, I love you. I'll call you later.
It don't even get that far. The phone dies.
Yeah, that's another thing. What percentage is your phone charged at right now?
All right, look, you're going to be proud of me. Oh, shit. You still... I think that's 3%.
I'm convinced that you do that so that you can get off the phone with people.
That's my business plan. Look, you stay on the phone with people too much. Look, you stay on the phone with people too long, they're going to start asking for shit.
I think that you look at your phone and say, my phone's at 11%, I'm calling Trent. And then we talk until it goes dead. You plug it in, and you look over and you're like, it's at 9%. Let me call Trent again and see what's going on.
That's pretty much what happens, but it's also because I'm convinced that if I don't give you a break, then, that's how much you can handle of me is that percentage. I'm like, all right, I got 11%. I feel like he can handle that much. Any more than that, then I'm getting blocked or we're going back to war. And I don't want to do that with a Tennessee fan. I like your hat. What? That's a Tennessee hat, right? There's definitely a fucking team in Tennessee with that same shit.
No, that's a Longhorn, Corey. University of Texas.
That's a T.
Everybody knows that I'm from Texas, and I heavily support my Texas teams. I fuck with my Texas teams hard. Why would you try to put the Tennessee Volunteers, mix them up? That's not a T. We're gonna get you some new glasses.
agree to disagree on this topic. I mean, honestly, God, like I just think it's a common.
There ain't no fucking agree to disagree. That's a Longhorn.
No, all right. I respect your correction. Okay, but I think that you could see why I would think that was a Tennessee Hill.
No, there's Corey. No one would confuse a T with a Longhorn.
If I mentioned that I got my own flavor of hot sauce,
nobody wants to hear your bullshit about that.
Listen. This is some good hot sauce, bub. You gotta use code ClanHub. Let's just get this across. ClanHub at Kindred Hot Sauce Company, whatever it's called. All right.
Is it goofy flavored?
It is. It is goofy flavored. I'm gonna send you a bottle.
Okay.
Get your goofy on.
I'm good.
We're gonna pay programming in this season. We're gonna run advertisements like GSN. We're moving up, bub. I thought you got that partnership with Monster. You know what I mean? We're gonna come out and they're gonna wrap the whole trailer in Monster Energy.
No, they make me pay for the case that Amazon drops off at my front door every week. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. I've been a loyal customer.
I get food stamps.
I made the switch, 13 years ago from NOS to Monster rehabs. Maybe, no, I switched over to the rehabs 8-9 years ago. They haven't given me shit.
I'd have to say my favorite energy drink is a true American classic, Full Throttle. Good old price. You know what I mean? You can get them for 89 cents at Dollar Tree. I like to save my pennies.
I pay $40 a week for a case to be delivered to my front door. That's less than $2 a can.
You're cutting into my liver cheese budget here. Don't fuck with my liver cheese.
I'm gonna go on record saying that anybody that eats liver cheese also fucking grew up under high voltage power lines and drank creek water and ate paint chips when they were kids.
You know what? That's the nicest thing you've ever fucking said to me. Thank you. Yeah. My papa would be so proud because he raised me up on that damn liver cheese, son. That's good shit. I'm telling you. I asked somebody to bring me a thing of liver cheese one time. They said, "What? You want me to bring you what? Liver cheese?" And I said, I explained to them, like, it's got the meat, it's got that nasty looking shit around the outside of it. They're like, "Why would you want that?" I'm like, "It's just good."
And as someone who eats a lot of different foods, I'm not opposed to trying anything. I like trying different things. Anything that says liver on it, I take the package, respectfully walk over to the trash can, throw it in the fucking trash, and walk the fuck away. I don't eat liver. Damn. I don't eat heart. I don't eat organs. I don't eat any of that shit.
What about the damn Harry Potter game? What do you think about that? You like Harry Potter? You like magic and wizardry?
I don't know. Do you have a Harry Potter tattoo?
I do not.
I'm not going to get the game, but
you're not going to get the game.
No, Pinky will get it. I mean, she's already got it pre-ordered, I think. But
y'all game share?
No.
Damn.
I actually game share with Landry's ex-boyfriend JD. They broke up like 6 years ago.
Damn, dude. Let go.
He and I have been friends forever. We were friends before him and Landry got together. Landry's like, "I can't believe that you do me like that. You still talk to my ex." I said, "You still talk to my ex," and she tries to use the excuse that that's her mother, and that justifies her talking to my ex.
Hey, bub, that's some spicy shit. That's almost as spicy as the Clan Hub inspired Toyota Corolla.
That's a vehicle that Toyota makes, yes, Corey.
No, I mean the hot sauce. I don't know what it's called. That's almost as spicy as that damn hot sauce inspired by the ClanHub.gg mobile application. What? I can't plug some shit.
So, did Zaylen get banned off the ClanHub site?
Bubby.
I was just going to say, I was going to send a text and have it done if she hadn't been already.
I banned her. I saw it. I got a notification. I said, I woke up out of bed. I got up out of bed, cold sweat. I said, "Bub, I got to fucking get this broad off the website for somebody catches something." For real. I didn't want some kind of outbreak and shit. And then damn, I gotta be responsible. I ain't trying to catch no lawsuits. Anybody catching up off Clan Ho.
And this supports what we've said so many times, that these kids cannot go away. Like, how many kids you see signing up for Clan Hub that you're like, why? Why would you try to do that? You're not going to participate.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things that just disqualify you from participating in the scene, and I feel like I would have more respect for certain individuals if they just kind of had that accountability to realize, hey, I've done things that make me unable to be a part of the scene, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just what it is. Like, you wouldn't want this could be such an extreme thing. You wouldn't want a diamond thief working at a jewelry store. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
wouldn't want some pervert being a janitor at your elementary school. You know what I mean? That there's just certain things that make you inadequate of being here. And I think the only honorable thing to do at that point is just accept that, right? And stop trying to like find ways around it and ways to evade your accountability. And I think that, and just because so much time goes by, you shouldn't have the expectation that you're going to just be let back in, or you're just going to be allowed to mess up again. There's a thing of second chances and second opportunities, but not with all things. And a lot of these people have had, this is their 14th second chance.
Yeah.
I think that's what you said on the phone the other day.
Yeah. I've made that statement a couple of times this week. People are like, well, why don't these people deserve a second chance? And I said, I'm not going to be the person who sets a timeline on their crime. I mean, they did some heinous shit. They just have to go the fuck away. I mean, go away and stay away. And if you were a clan owner, why would you want someone in your clan who was thrown out of Hydra for hitting his IRL girlfriend? To the point that people in TSB, J2H, and XDG contacted the local police department, had them go over there and do a welfare check, and confirmed what we heard. I mean, that was a couple of years ago. I mean, I guess that there's a time frame that people can forgive that kind of shit. I don't know what it is. It's not my job to set it. He just can't be around me. Can't be around my people. I mean, I don't support that.
Well, I mean, what people don't understand is, and I made a tweet, about a month ago, and I said that the clan scene is safer with Hydra at the helm. And what the information and the memory and just the file keeping that y'all do for the whole clan scene to kind of make sure that, this shit don't just go forgotten. Because someone could do something today, I'm going to forget about a year from now. There's no way I'm going to recollect that.
Forget about that shit tomorrow.
I know. I just wanted to give myself a little credit. Saying like, damn, let me sound good. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I'm the only person that I get my little card at the doctor's office that has my next appointment on it. By the time I get back out to the vehicle, I done lost that son bitch, and I got to call and then figure out when my appointment is every time. That's only me. But no, I mean, y'all really do a service by keeping track of all this information. And I don't know anyone that you go to and say you have to remove this person, or this if you're a clan in this scene, you just lay out the information to them, and if they should make that decision on their own, right? Like, it's not like you're showing them like, oh, this person did nothing, or this person is just talking shit. It's so much more than that, right? These people are doing things that are just terrible to the scene, terrible for gamers, things that are going to drive people away from our scene versus bring people in. It's not what we need at all, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I look to you, and so many clans look to you for this information. And it's really a privilege to be able to gain that kind of information, because it really does help keep the individual community safer, right? And I don't think people really appreciate y'all like for that effort and that energy and like sharing that, because y'all don't have to share that information with people. You know what I mean? But you're generally trying to help other clans not follow through and make mistakes, or not just accept the bad types of gamers into their clan.
Yeah, I had a meeting with a clan here a while back. They have a member that's a former member of TSB and a longtime member of TSB, high-ranking member, who was removed for sexually harassing women.
Yeah.
I met with the leaders, gave them all the proof. They said, "Well, we're going to give him a second chance." I said, "Okay." And they said, "Well, what does that mean you're going to do to us?" I said, "I'm not doing anything." He said, "So you're not going to do anything?" I said, "No." What can I do to your clan that the decision you just made is not going to do for me?
Yeah,
You
choose not
have
to associate with them. I
you
mean,
have this information. You choose to not act on it. When he harasses a female in your community, what I will do at that point is prove to everyone that you knew and kept him in there. You knew he had a history of this. Now that's going to fuck your clan up. But you made that decision. I didn't. I mean, you're choosing to keep this person in your community knowing that's what they do. Again, I mean, I'm the bad guy because they chose not to act. You know? I mean, people just don't want to take accountability for shit.
well, I mean, why would you want to collaborate or um operate with a clan that has that type of person? You're putting your people at risk if you do that,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to fuck with those people, and they know that.
And I don't know, there's no one in any of the clans that I operate or have operated in the past year or the last several years that, we go and tell our members that, hey, you can't talk to this person. A lot of people compare this to a blacklist. It's not, don't get, it's just simply, if you do something that's vile, we're going to let people know that you did that, right? And don't get mad at us because the majority of common humans are going to make their own decision to not associate with you, right?
There are people that have been removed from TSB that are still on my friends list and still come to my parties because
Same.
they violated the rules, they did things that were wrong, and they got removed. That doesn't make them a shitty person. They just can't be in my clan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if you just can't follow the damn rules and you do goofy shit and you troll people and you antagonize people and you get removed, that doesn't mean that I'm cutting you out. People come to me all the time and say, "Hey, what about this person?" And the information we tell them. There's some drama associated with them. Are they a bad person? No. Are they going to try to poach or try to hit your community? Probably not. I mean, but taking that person, that there's a certain amount of chaos and drama that's going to come with them. I mean, they're still on my friends list. I still hang out with them. They still come in my parties. I still play Smite with 21 Days, he's got kicked out of my community a couple of times. Don't dislike him. I know you don't like him, but I don't dislike him, but he can't be in my community.
I don't forgot who he is. It's a prime example. I don't remember shit. See, like beefing with me is easy because I'll forget who you are. Like
That's
that's
the
pretty
dude
much it.
that you and Blue got into a yelling match in my party with a while back.
I don't remember. I still can't remember 3 Dwight Yoakam songs.
I'm aware. I'm aware. You still think Long John Silver's was some mafia project or something.
I'll put that video back up on that damn YouTube channel. Because I'm telling you right now that the Cornbread Mafia is very much real. We will have an entire special once again this season reviewing the Cornbread Mafia. We'll make it interesting. We'll tie it in. But you're going to believe me once and for all that it's not a mafia. Well, it is a mafia, but it's about growing marijuana in Kentucky because the parallel, whatever, hemispheric line you know what?
So you're
I
going to
want
interview some people in the mafia? I'm not going to be here that episode. I'm on vacation that week.
so clan ops. Clan ops is evolving.
Absolutely.
What do you think of the cross-platform play and that there are still clans like out there using the old system, and then there's clans using different systems than ever before? And do you think that that matters? Do you think that it's always going to be that way, or do you think one way or another there's going to be evolution?
I think that if you're a clan like XGC, who claims to have
Yeah,
a 20-year history, I think is what they say. They're older than
yeah,
TSB, and they're still running the same system they ran when they started 20 years ago. They haven't evolved any, and they have what 500 members,
yeah.
and they run it like a business. Like all those leaders talk about how their Sunday meetings 6 or 7 hours long, and all this shit. It's not fun for those people. They don't enjoy it, and they claim to have we have 11 different clans in XGC. No, those are divisions. You just are still rocking the old, system. Because
I
back on
just
Halo 2, they didn't, you had to break it up like that because that was the format you had to keep track of people. With fucking Discord, you can have everything you want plus CMS. I mean, I'm sure those people have never heard of CMS over in XGC. Guarantee you. Never
no.
been big enough to have one.
I just feel like a lot of clans aren't really looking at like making legacy moves, right? They aren't looking at evolving at all. And I had someone recently tell me like, man, I miss the traditional clan structure and traditional clan system. And I sat down, I explained to him like things like a squad tag was made because of technological limits at the time, right? You could only have 100 Xbox 360 friends. So therefore you had a squad tag that had 100 friends. So that's how many people would be in your squad.
Do
By
you do you
that
remember the
theory,
highly controversial move that KSI made back in the day and said you could only have KSI members on your friends list?
I do not remember that. That never occurred when I was there.
That was an old school move that they did because they grew so big and you could only have 100 people on your friends list. So it threw their members to making secondary accounts to have their real life friends and whoever on there because they were trying to maintain 100 KSI members on their friends list.
Yeah, I feel like, by that theory, you could have, if you did want to have squad tags or if you did want to do something like that, then you could literally just have one squad of like 1,000 people in 2023 because, the friends list aren't limited. But even why, when there's things like Discord, you would even need to do that. It's kind of like, I feel like we're in this weird stage where we're trying to evolve, but we're also trying not to lose what made us us. Right, like we've seen these communities that are very loose rank structures that come up, and they're hard to operate. You know what I mean? You can't really motivate people to do things, but then you operate a traditional structure, and it's almost like it's a second job that nobody's getting paid to do. So I feel like we're still searching for this median. I feel
Yeah.
like there's some sort of in the middle that operates a traditional structure that motivates people, that engages members, but also doesn't overwork them and stress them, but also doesn't have them doing pointless tasks like managing a squad tag, right? Or signing onto your forums and posting 10 times a day, just spam, right? Like that doesn't benefit anything. That's not helping anyone.
I mean,
Like,
you're fucking printing clans. I mean, you're making clans. They come to Clan Hub and you'll sell them a clan. You'll build the Discord. You'll build the fucking CMA. You'll hand them the clan, and you'll give them all the tools that they need to fucking run the clan. We're not trying to restrict people from being in clans anymore. We're trying to fucking blow the clan scene up. And all
yeah,
told, there's what 30, 40 people that we say we won't fuck with. That's the thing is people act like, oh, they're trying to control everything. There's like 30 or 40 fucking people. And how many people are on Xbox Live and PlayStation and computer gaming? There's like 30 or 40 of them we say we don't fuck with because they did things that cross the fucking line.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. So we're supposed to ruin the experience for everyone, for 30 or 40 fucking people that can't not hit women, not post revenge porn, not fuck with minors. Those people still try to come around. They're like, I'm changed. No, motherfucker, we don't want anything to do with you.
And a lot of these people, minus, people that do stuff with minors, have all been forgiven before.
Multiple fucking times.
Multiple times. And it's almost at some point, if a man gets bit holding a snake in his hand, who do you blame, the snake or the man? Right?
I saw an interview one time. It was Oprah, I believe. And it was people that had survived things that they shouldn't have survived. And a guy was surfing and a shark come up because he had his hands on the surfboard paddling out. Shark bit his fucking hand off. Bit through the fucking surfboard. He survived. And Oprah was like, what? Were you mad? He said, I can't be mad at a shark for being a shark. I can't go out in the woods and get attacked by a grizzly bear and be mad at the bear. He's a bear.
Yeah.
So I can't be mad at people for being pieces of shit. I can just remove myself from their cycle of shit.
Yeah. We've all vouched for people and, tried to give people chances and it just not work out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And there's some people right now that's on that chance, right? That a lot of us have taken chances for, and we're like rooting for them. You know what I mean? We're like hoping that they prove us wrong. But at a certain point, after chance after chance, we've got real engaging members that we've got to cater to. We can't just keep risking their experience and betting on people that's going to hinder that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense from a business perspective. It doesn't make sense from a community perspective. And it's almost disingenuous to all the members that are here all year round to keep just giving these people chances.
I mean, that was our goal. People act like we've walked away from our goal. Our goal was to build something bigger than us and protect people from the bad element that exists. There's a bad element in every sect of society, in every subculture, in every group, in every clique. There's a bad element. We've got together and we've started tracking the bad element, and we've eliminated them from the fucking scene. And if you're some of those people that have those people in your fucking clan, then that says something about you. Like I told those people, I've given you all the evidence. If you choose not to act on this, that says something about you.
Yeah, I mean, just be aware. People just need to be aware of who they're dealing with and who they let in their clan, and just the experience that they're risking of others, right? Because there's nothing more valuable than time, and you can't just waste people's time. And I think it's almost more honest from us just telling some of these people like, hey, this ain't for you, right? Stop wasting your time. This just ain't for you, right? It just hasn't worked out. There's no point in keeping trying. Like it's not for you. Right?
There's nothing more butthurt than a kid you said can't be in your online community. And they never go away.
Well, I've been pretty butthurt to save a lot. Damn. Hey, let me tell you, when you walk in there on the first of the month, third of the month, and ain't no damn buggy, and you gotta walk around holding damn 12 packs of Fago, I've been pretty butthurt. I think I feel at that moment like most of these community kids feel.
Yeah, I mean, I had a discussion with somebody the other night, and they said, well, I mean, these are all these people know. And I said, this particular person that you're trying to go out on a limb for, all they know is clans. They've been online and around for maybe 3 years. And in that 3 years, they have maybe 6 months of clan experience, because that's accumulated 6 months. Because they go in clans and get kicked out. They go in clans and get kicked out, and go in clans and get kicked out. Have you thought about it that way? Have you thought about the fact that this person's been around for 3 years and they can't even stay in a clan for a year of that time? Total. I mean, sometimes you have to look at the evidence. And it's not circumstantial at that point. I mean, it's a cumulative.
And I've seen people take time offline and then come back and, had time to reflect on what they've done. And, when you apologize for shit, you really shouldn't be expecting just another opportunity to kind of squander, right?
Yeah.
But whenever people come and, we can tell when something's authentic. We can tell when something's truly someone's like, when, look, if we see like your growth, it's not like, shouldn't be expected that you're just going to get another opportunity to come back here. But I have had those people where I observe their growth, and I observe the way they handle something, and it make me change my mind and be like, hey, maybe this person deserves another chance, right?
Yeah.
But it's all about how you react to certain shit. And it's almost like these people go out kicking and screaming. Like they
Yeah.
just can't accept or be accountable. Or they'll be
Yeah.
like, I said sorry. Like, so, you know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
not, it doesn't just go away that way.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the RNG kids. They're posting. They posted revenge porn of my girlfriend on Twitter, and a picture of her when she was 17 years old. And now they don't want to take accountability for that. I mean, they've been exiled they went away for a couple of years after the cops contacted them. They're like, oh, she posted her pictures in the XGN server. No, she didn't. You and I know that. Some guys made those guys made a server, Guitar Hero and fucking Shed Guy. They made a server and they dropped an invite link to that server in the XGN server. They got kicked out.
Yeah.
And then these other guys took these pictures that were in this server and made a little collage because the guy she was dating, she's been with since she was 17, and he had pictures of her and he gave them to him because they were broke up. What do we call people that post pictures of underage girls? I mean, they're sending me messages still right now knowing that she was 17, threatening to do it again. And I'm like, who hangs on to pictures of a 17-year-old girl?
Exactly. And yeah.
Showbiz and Fate have a combined IQ of 40, so I can't hold it against them that they're really dumb. And I'm not, I say 40 being funny, but people are like, because those are two people I have blocked on Twitter, and I don't block anybody. I have my ex-wife blocked, got an ex-friend blocked, and I got those two motherfuckers blocked. That's who I got blocked on Twitter. People are like, well, I can't believe you're not saying something to Fate. I'm like,
too dumb to argue with.
Have you looked at his picture? Have you seen the way he types? Nature and God have punished that kid enough. He can't help that he's dumb. He can't help the way he looks. I'm not going to sit here and I continuously argued with him, and I was like, I'm arguing with a kid that is special needs, and I'm better than that shit. Showbiz the same way. I mean, Showbiz is obviously, he doesn't understand why he doesn't get respect for driving to an assisted living facility trying to fight a physically handicapped person in a wheelchair that he posted pictures on Twitter of. So that tells you the level and the mentality of these people. And so I blocked them because, and you know what? I felt a hell of a lot better about myself because I couldn't help but react to the things that they were saying and doing.
Well, as an organization, I mean, it just, we have all these people, like I mentioned before, that demand our attention that we don't have enough time to even, really game with or hang out with as much as we would really like to, right? I know we try, but there's so many people that kind of demand that attention. It's kind of,
They're
at a certain
deserving of
point,
our attention.
deserving of it. That at a certain point, I don't want to waste too much time on people like that. Like I'll put out a couple tweets or something, but I'm like, these people act like we just dwell on them, or we just like stalk their profiles, or we just sit around thinking about them all day long. Like that's not what happens. Like I might be bored. I'm like, watch this. I'll just make a tweet and go take a nap. You know what I mean? Like, and I know you're similar, same way. Like a lot of times, people like 007 paying it from XCC, paying it like, we're obsessed with XGC, or we're obsessed with what goes on in his clan. Like, we think it's sad that, he's had all this time to kind of succeed and all this time to kind of master a craft and all this time to provide a quality of experience to his people. And it makes us look bad because, like, he's in our genre and he's wasted all this time and wasted so many people's time. But it's not like we're sitting here just thinking about him all day long, right? Like, what, he might come up in conversation like once a month, as like a joke, as like a meme. But like,
Yeah.
these people, I'll read their tweets and they're like, "Why are you so obsessed with me?" Or like, "Why all you do is think about me?" Or this, and I'm just thinking,
Or
what the
Callie,
fuck?
he'll come jump on one of Callie's tweets that have nothing to do with clan shit. Like, why are you so obsessed with us? Like, you're on his tweet, homie. You came
Yeah,
and tracked him down. He doesn't. But I mean, I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and I never thought about it this way. But if you take all the members of Hydra, you take all the members of XS, you take all the members of the clans that are in like that firewall server where we all communicate about, members and former members. You take all the clans that are participating and you add the numbers together. And then you take every clan outside of that circle. Every fucking clan on Xbox Live outside of that circle. And you add their membership up. They're not even close to us. They don't have close to the membership that we have, and there's a reason for that. Because they're not have plans all the time. Hey, we want to get in firewall, we want to get active in this stuff. And I'm like, look, we don't. The scene got to where it was by having fucking placeholders. We need people who are actively going to make these commitments and honor them. And if you're not going to do that, there's no reason for you to be in there. So placeholders got us to where we were. People became complacent and not saying, and like the Twitter shit. I love to tell somebody to go fuck themselves on Twitter. But at the end of the day, I don't owe those people my fucking time. I owe my people my time. Now, I will defend my fucking people. But KN, we've had some really good talks with KN. They want to get in firewall and they want to participate. And I said, I don't think y'all are willing to make the commitment that the clans in there have made. Because looking at some of the clans in your circle, they're going to have, the whole clan's going to have to go. Because when you built your alliance, you were more worried about quantity than you were quality. And so now you're going to have to make some hard decisions if you want to participate with the rest of the clans. Because there you have people there that are not good people.
yeah, and not everyone's willing to, cut the limb to save the tree, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at some clans for a project that I'm going to be relaunching here later next month, which is Exile Sanctuary, kind of like a reboot of Exile Syndicate. And first thing I did is like, well, what do you know about these clans? You told me about some of the stuff they were doing, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna deviate from that. You know what I mean? Like, because it's not about like, if it was not like you're just gonna make up something, right? Like, these people that think that we're gonna make up something or want to like just ruin their thing. No, like you said, like, I'm literally manufacturing clans. Like,